Okay, good afternoon, all of you. Let's start today. So, I don't know what is the issue with this, but I can see that very few students are present today. So, perhaps you may just find out why these students are not joining. Those who are your friends, you may just ask them to join fast so that we can start. So, still, I will wait for one more minute and then we will continue. Okay, so somewhat today we are going to see some verbal reasoning questions. I usually ask, last time I conducted the test, so there was also some questions based on this uh, verbal ability or analogy questions. So today I'm going to see some analogy questions, and that is also from a book, the book of R.S. Agarwal. So I hope that if the students are there, then we'll maybe we'll discuss it in a better way. If few students are there, then it will be difficult. So let it be. But anyway, we people have to continue. You don't just think that we are joining and others are they are not joining. So therefore, you people don't just be negative like this or this. So earlier, I could see there were many students, but let it be. So now I'm going to share the screen, and you people just let me know if it is visible to all of you. Okay, so this will be what we are going to deal today. If you're able to read it, if it is clearly visible, then you people just let me know. Is it visible for you? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So that's okay. So let's begin now. So I think that in previous also some of the lectures I have talked about this analogy. So this book is about general mental ability, and here perhaps you people have seen some of the questions which I have put, which were about this analogy. So what analogy is, first of all, we people will be see this what is analogy, and then we will have some of these the relationships which are here. So in first case, that relationship are similar like correspondence. So you maybe just read it here like this, that correspondence is also a relationship between. So the questions which are based on this analogy, there is a particular relationship, and this relationship is in pairs. That one pair you people have to understand, or one pair is already given, and other pair that you people have to find out from the options given there. Okay, so uh, I'll just see that here you'll be provided alternatives also. So you people just see alternatives, and then you people have to see that which alternative suits best, and based on there you people have to choose correct answer. So here is also one question: why are such types of questions are asked in any of the competitive exams? I'm saying that any of the competitive exams, it is not only for your gate, it is not only for any competitive exams like what you're going to prepare, maybe MPC UPSC, but in general anyway, not only about the placement etc. Because these analogy questions or these tests, they're asked questions for to test the candidate's overall knowledge. Okay, so what you'll just evaluate it, your overall knowledge. So how much knowledge you possess. So from which field it may be, or it may be about your ability to correlate, understand things. So overall knowledge will be evaluated. Another is that your power of reasoning also. So how you can relate things with each other, and most important that your ability to think concisely and accurately. So these are the some of the reasons that some questions which are based on this analogy, they are asked in the exams. And normally from what kind of relationship, we just talked about that relationships, but what kind of relationship it is that we people have to answer. So there is no any specific kind of relationship. The relationship can be of any type. Here it is not this much, that much, or only sometimes you might have studied it in first standard, or it may be simple as flowers, or maybe it is as animals, maybe related to anything. Anything it can be. So sometimes it may be related to grammar also. Sometimes you have studied singular, plural. Sometimes you have done about the uh, feminine, masculine, etc. also. So here we people have given some of these relationships. So first of all we will study them. So there are some questions also. We will go to questions afterwards, but first of all we people will study these relationships. So meanwhile, you just let me know if any difficulty you are facing, because I'm not going to have any idea that whether you are getting me, not getting me, or if any difficulty related to voice or anything, visibility, you people have to let me know. Probably you just unmute your mic whenever there's difficulty instead of putting it into chat box. It will be better if you unmute and if you say something. Okay, first type of relationships. Here are certain kinds of relationships that we are going to see today here. But right now it is first is about instrument and measurement. I think that you people might have studied it in science most of the times, from the fifth standard to up to the 12th standard, and even in engineering also. I think that you might have studied certain instruments in practicals, and at various readings also there are some kinds of instruments, and these instruments are used to measure something. So first example here which given is, it is barometer. Okay, so what do you mean by barometer here? So if you have any idea, so here it is mentioned that it is an instrument which is used to measure pressure. Okay, so pressure maybe of atmospheric pressure, that is measured in barometer. So I think some of you people might have idea about barometer, but some of you, if you don't know, see, I'm going to share this book with you. This book is in PDF format. I will share it with you. If you need it, then only those only who need it, you just ask me, I will share with those only. Okay, so barometer, it measures pressure. So there are so many. So barometer is instrument which is used to measure pressure. So similarly, you people maybe just know the other instrument like thermometer. So that is also a familiar instrument that all of we people might have came into contact, or sometimes you might have used it when you go to the doctor and you just have some fever. So that time doctor uses thermometer to check your temperature, and then he says you have fever, and then he gives medicine. So it is used to check, measure temperature. Then next one is anemometer. Again, I think that many of the students, those who love to read science or the books, might be fifth standard, sixth standard, seventh standard books. There are such kinds of things. You might have studied it. So anemometer is used to measure wind vane. So from wind vane, you'll come to know from which direction wind is blowing, or the speed of wind also will be measured in anemometer. Okay. Then next one is odometer. So odometer is the instrument. Actually, you people might have calling it as speedometer also, or usually people, they don't know the word odometer, but they know the speedometer. They call it speedometer because it measures the speed, and that's why they call it speedometer. But actual word will be odometer. So You people just know it, and it measures speed. If you're just riding a bike, so what you have in front of you to check the speed, you have odometer. So that odometer measures speed. Then a scale is used to measure length. You people are using it whenever you want to draw some diagrams, so you need exact 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 8 centimeter. So that time you people use scale for measuring length. Then next one is balance. So we use balance for measuring mass. Perhaps you might be having a question, what is balance? So balance, that is a popular, usually in traditional days before the scales were there for measuring weight, there were balance, tarazu. In Marathi, I will tell it, it is a tarazu which is used for measuring mass. So if you go into the market and you want to buy something, in olden times there were balance used. Then come to the next one that is very important as far as you people are going to read, and its pronunciation. So who will read this word? Anyone from you? Are you with me so far? Are you listening me? Are you getting me? I'll read it. That spimomanometer. So what is this word? Spimomanometer. This instrument is used by doctors and they measure blood pressure. When you go to the doctor with some uncertainties or abnormalities, that time first of all doctor checks your blood pressure. So the instrument which he uses with that pump and everything, that instrument is called spimomanometer. Then come here to the next one, which is seventh one. That is simple, it is very simple, that rain gauge, and it is used to measure rain. So how much millimeter centimeter rain has there, so to check it, to measure it, rain gauge is there. I think next one, this might have studied, you people in your civil engineering, might be that hygrometer. And hygrometer measures humidity. So humidity is found in the atmosphere, that the maybe how much water vapors are there in the atmosphere. Based on that, humidity is decided, and that humidity is measured by the instrument. It is hygrometer. Okay. Then next one is ammeter. I think that with physics, you people, if you like physics, ammeter is the instrument which is used to measure current. Okay, so current is measured in ammeter. Next is screw gauge. Those who have done some experiments in 12th standard might be screw gauge. So screw gauge is used to measure thickness of the things or objects. So might be how much thickness is that particular object is, you can measure with this screw gauge. Next one, I think you might have studied in your civil engineering. Many of the terms are related to science or your civil engineering. Seismograph. So seismograph is used to measure earthquake. So you might have listened the earthquakes. They are measured in a Richter scale. So Richter scale is unit, but seismograph is an instrument. So don't get confused between Richter scale and seismograph. So what is seismograph? Seismograph is an instrument and Richter scale is an unit in which earthquake is measured. Okay. And here is the last one from first type of relationship, that is thermometer. So thermometer is also an instrument which measures strength. Okay, so these are some instruments and these are some the things that which are measured. So what you people can do, you people have to take a pen and paper with you or notebook with you, and those which are new to you, like I just told you about spigomanometer, so this is not familiar or it is not easy to remember. So what you people have to do, you people have to mark it or note it down, and also you try to note down what does it measure. If you know that scale is used for length, it is not necessary to note it down. Or balance for mass, rain gauge, rain. These are very simple. Ammeter, current. All these are very simple terms. So you don't go for it. You just think of those only you feel it is difficult for you or you are reading it them first time. That only you people have to do. So here, what we people have completed our first type of relationship, that was about instrument and its measurement. Now, here we people will go for the second type of relationship. And this second type of relationship, it is about quantity and its unit. Okay, so usually when we have some of the quantities and its unit is measured in some things, and that is what we call is unit. So first of all, we people have quantity as a length. So in which unit do we measure length? We people measure length in meters. Okay, so meter is the unit of length. Again, this is simple and familiar, so no need to bother about this. And I think these are again simple and common terms that we measure, that mass is, its unit is kilogram. And remaining terms that you might have studied in science, you might have studied them in physics also. Force, its unit is Newton. Then energy, its unit is joule. Resistance, its unit is ohm. Volume, its unit is liter. So whatever the volume, you may just water or milk or something like that, that which is in volume, you just use the unit liter. The next one is angle. Angle is measured in radians or radian. So that is also important, that you people have to remember that angle is measured in degrees also. So that might be again new for you. So you people just remember this. Radians is the unit which is used for measuring angle. Then power, its unit is watt. So that's why whatever the electronic appliances that we use mostly, that unit is mentioned on them. So that is watt. Then potential, potential is, its unit is volt. Okay, and work, again you just try to remember that joule. So earlier we have discussed about energy, its unit is joule. And again work, its unit is also joule. So it may be for you same. So energy and work that you have to remember, which is common unit having joule. Okay, then let's come to the next one, time second. Very simple, no need to have any special efforts for this. Then current, ampere. So you people have to be very careful about uh, this, because earlier also in first type of relationship we people have ammeter, which was measuring current, and the unit of current is ampere. So you should have proper relationship or coordination between ammeter, current, and ampere. So ammeter is an instrument which measures current, and ampere is the unit of this current. Then next one is that luminosity. So luminosity is, its unit is candela. Okay, so pressure, again we have seen that the barometer is the instrument which measures pressure, but unit of pressure is Pascal. Okay, so that is its unit. Then next, area, its unit is hectare, or we people use in acres also. Temperature, we measure it in degrees. So that is simple, we know it. Conductivity, that is its unit is MHO. And last one from this type of relationship, which is quantity and unit, it is magnetic field. Its unit is Orsted. Okay, so these were the some of the quantities and their units that you people have to remember. If question comes, you may be able to answer. So here you people have to relate them with some kinds of context. If you're just reading them, it is going to make you perfect. But rather, if you just bring it into some context, like somewhere you people are reading some article about magnetic field or something like about its Pascal, or some words which are radians, or some new words are you try to bring them into a paragraph or somewhere where you can correlate it with your understanding. So that was our second uh, relationship. So meanwhile, you just let me know if you are good with this. Is it okay? So people have to let me know what you want to say about this. So are you paying attention? Are you getting it? Or any difficulty in this? Is my voice reaching to you people? If it is reaching, you people have to give me feedback, any reply. Or you don't want to give any reply even. What I should have uh, to do next? Okay, then I will ask some one particular person here like this. So Neeraj B43, yes, what is your opinion? Is it okay? Are you getting it or any difficulty or are you able to read
Yes,
it
sir.
or okay, fine. And
Yes, sir. I get it, sir.
okay, so again from A41 Kedar, what do you think? You are not giving any reply. So somebody you should have to reply. So that's why I can understand I have to go this way, I have to change speed or something like this. So Kedar 41 A. Are you alert? Are you getting? Is my voice reaching to you? Or I may ask someone else. Next is so A18 Snehal. So you just tell me what is any difficulty or is it different or something like this. A18 Snehal. Is my voice reaching to you or not reaching at all? Okay, fine. So I don't think that you people are going to have any other ideas. Anyway, you people just keep mum for all the things. Fine. So we'll continue with this. So just now we have talked about second kind of relationship. So here now we will talk about this that third kind of relationship type of relationship. It will about individual and group. Okay, so what is individual and what is group? I'll tell you here that we people have studied types of noun, and in that it was collective noun, if you remember. So collective noun is a group of something which is considered as one. Okay, so this kind of relationship is called here individual and group. Okay, so first of all, here just one example mentioned as sailors, and a group of sailors is called crew. So actually, crew is one, but in one crew there is number of sailors. They come together and they go for sailing. And now here are some other examples that what we people can discuss. So first one is cattle. So group of cattle, number of cattle together, it is called herd. Then flowers bouquet, that we know. Flowers makes a bouquet, and also know the spelling of bouquet. Those who don't know the spelling of bouquet, these people just try to know. It is Bouquet. So bouquet, it is a bunch of flowers that we call it bouquet. Then grapes, the bunch of grapes we call it. So in a bunch there are number of grapes, but together it is a bunch. Then next, when there are singers, so group of singer, it is called chorus. Okay, then let's go to the next one here, that is artist. So those who are performing some art, they are called artist, and their group is called troupe. So group of artists is troupe. If number of fish are together, they call shoal. Then next, ship. So group of ship, it is called flock of ship. Then next, I think that is new for us. You people better note it down. That group of riders, maybe bike rider or horse riders, that is called cavalcade. Usually with bikes, so they're called cavalcade. So cavalcade is a new word for us. You people just try to understand or better note it down. So bees, so honey bees, and when they're in a group, that will be a swarm. Man, when many people are together, it becomes crowd. Then soldiers, that is simple again. So soldiers make an army. Nomads. So who are the nomads? Nomads are the people who change from one place to another. They don't live at one place forever. So frequently they switch to one place to another place. So that is called horde. Okay, so these were the one kind of relationship where individuals and group, it was the category. Now here we people have animal and their younger one. So animal and their young one, they're babies, they're small ones we can consider. So likewise here, just for example, you consider cow, and the younger one of cow is called calf. You people have to pronounce it as calf. So calf is the baby of cow. So calf is the young one of cow. Similar here, you people will have other kinds of such younger ones of other animals, and these are like this. First one, we can call it horse. So the younger one of horse, it is called pony. So pony is the small horse you can consider. Then cat and kitten we know very well, so there is no difficulty. Sheep. So small one of or young one of sheep, it is called lamb. Similar for goat also. The small ones of goat, they are called lamb. Then butterfly. So earlier stage of butterfly is caterpillar. Then insect. So the early stage of insect is larva, or the you can call the younger one of insect is larva. So this is new, you just note it down. Then dog and puppy, we know dog and puppy. Hen chicken, we know. Lion cub, that is also we know. So lion, the small one of lion or younger one or the baby of lion, it will be called cub. Duck, duckling. So such words which you think which are different than usual. So you people have to mention it. Man child, there is no need to do anything here. So that is also one kind of a relationship here that we have discussed. Number four, we have done that animal and younger one. If you're having any question or anything difficulty, that time you people have to ask. If not now, you may ask me afterwards also. Then let's go to the next type of relationship. Here we have male and female. So that is also one kind of relationship on which questions might come. So in the beginning, I told you there is no any certain kind of category that relationship will be based on this type of only. So whatever we have seen and whatever we are going to see, that all kinds of questions will be there. Our probability is that question might come on anything. It is not only on this only. So male horse, that is horse, and female horse, that we call it mare. So mare is the female of horse. So now see, we have examples like this dog, and female dog is called bitch, which is also a popular abusive word for women also. So in that context, we are not talking here. We are just saying male and female. So female dog is bitch. So stag, doe. So here you might be having question, what is stag and doe? Stag is a kind of deer, and its female is called doe. So son, daughter, we all know, or son and daughter. Lion, lioness. So female of lion is called lioness. Then sorcerer, sorceress. So what is sorcerer and sorceress? Sorcerer is kind of magician, and female magician is called sorceress. Okay, so I think this is new. You people have to take care of such words. Mostly questions are here only. They'll not ask son and daughter or dog on beach, that we know, but they'll ask the questions based on like this. Such words you people have to take care. Then let's go to the next one. Six. Here we have drone bee. So uh, male honeybee will be called drone and female honeybee is called bee. So that clarification should be there. Differentiate you between drone and bee. Then gentleman, lady, we know it. Nephew, niece, we know. So nephew, niece, nephew, putnya, niece, putani. In Marathi, I'm just talking. Nephew, putnya, niece is putani. Tiger, tigress. So female of tiger is called tigress. Okay, then let's go here. Next kind of relationship we have here, it is individual and their class. Those who have studied biology in their 12th, for them, that kind of relationship is simple. So, so why I said biology? Because it comes in that category. So that class we are expecting here. Okay, so first kind of relationship is lizard. So lizard, what kind of lizard is? It's a reptile. So reptile means that they do not walk on legs, but they just maybe go ahead with help of their uh, legs, which are not used for walking. So that is a reptile category of maybe like snake. Snake also comes in reptile or the lizard. So these are the some of the animals which come in reptile. So lizard belongs to the class of reptiles. So similar, man belongs to mammal. So mammal is the category where uh, the animals give birth not by eggs. So that is mammal. Then ostrich. So ostrich is a bird. So its category is there. Snake, again here comes next. Snake is the having same category as lizard, that is a reptile, serpentare. Then butterfly, it comes in insect category. Again whale fish, its category is mammal. Then rat, it comes the under category of rodent. So rodent, so those are uh, just chewing something with their teeth, kurtadnare prani. So that are called rodent. So that is also one kind of relationships, individual and their class. Then next one is that individual and dwelling place. So dwelling place, what do you mean by dwelling place? The dwelling place is where animals live, that called dwelling place. So here one example which is mentioned is that a dog lives in kennel. So kennel is a place where dogs are kept. Those who are domestic dogs, they are kept in kennel. So similar, bee, honey bee, they live in apiary. So apiary is the place that we call it honey comb also. Then cattle, they live in shade. That is simple. I think now it will be time to get disconnected after 40 minutes. So all you people have to join back because we people are going to have quiz. So you people have to rejoin back and I have not taken attendance also. So all you people have to join back. So cattle live in shed, lion, they live in den. So den is like a cave. Poultry, they're at farm. Monk lives in monastery. So monk is like a saint and monastery is like a, what we call it in Marathi, mutt. So monastery is this. Fish, they are kept in aquarium. Birds, they are kept in aviary. So those who are um, domestic birds, they are kept in aviary. Natural birds, they live on trees and they have their nests. Horse, they are kept in stable. So these were the